It's my journey, it's your journey. You need my help and I need yours. 'Cause we are...
Hello, family. Welcome to Journeys of Faith Super Saints podcast. Brother Joseph Fry Aldenhoven here at your service. Be sure to look at the description for special information of interest to you. And also, there's more to this blog article. Please remember that our Thanksgiving sale is active until midnight, Monday, December 1st. The Power of Catholic Saints Prayer, Stories and Symbols. Across centuries, believers have found strength and guidance in the stories and symbols of the saints. These holy figures, ordinary people transformed by extraordinary faith, continue to shape how we understand devotion, sacrifice, and purpose. Exploring the meaning of saints helps us see how their lives mirror our own struggles and hopes, offering timeless lessons in courage and compassion. The saints and symbols that fill our churches, art, and traditions remind us that faith speaks not only through words, but through images, gestures, and acts of love. Each halo, rose, or flame tells a story that invites us to look deeper into the mystery of holiness and the enduring power of example. That's what makes a saint. To understand sainthood, it helps to look at the canonization of saints, the formal process the Catholic Church uses to recognize someone as a model of holiness. This process ensures that a saint's life was not only virtuous, but also a source of inspiration for others seeking to live with faith and humility. Here's what typically happens in the canonization process. Servant of God. The process begins at the local diocesan level, where the candidate's life, writings, and reputation for holiness are thoroughly examined. If the bishop approves, the cause is sent to the Vatican's Congregation for the Causes of Saints. Venerable. After a detailed investigation, the Pope may declare the person venerable, recognizing that they lived a life of heroic virtue. Beatification. Beatification usually requires one verified miracle attributed to the candidate's intercession. This allows limited public veneration, often locally or regionally. Canonization. Canonization typically requires a second verified miracle. Once approved by the Pope, the person is officially declared a saint, recognized for universal veneration throughout the Catholic Church. This journey is both spiritual and deeply human. It reflects the Church's belief that sanctity is attainable for anyone who lives faithfully. By understanding the meaning and traditions of Catholic saints, we learn how to live with courage, compassion, and devotion in our everyday lives. Saints and story, lessons from their lives. Why read about the lives of Catholic saints? Reading about famous Catholic saints provides guidance, inspiration, and a model for living a virtuous life. Their stories remind us that holiness is not distant or unattainable, but something we can strive for in our everyday choices and actions. Consider these examples. St. Francis of Assisi, born into wealth, Francis renounced his inheritance to live in poverty, seeing all creation as a reflection of God's love. His joyful simplicity and care for animals remind us that devotion to God can guide our everyday choices and inspire stewardship of the earth. St. Teresa of Calcutta, leaving behind a comfortable life, she founded the Missionaries of Charity and cared for the sick, dying, and abandoned in Kolkata's streets. Her story teaches that compassion and selfless service can reveal Christ's love where it's most needed. St. Joan of Arc, a teenage girl guided by faith, she led armies and endured persecution to follow what she believed was God's call. Her courage shows that conviction and faith can empower even the unlikely to do extraordinary things. Saint Teresa of Lisieux, living quietly in a convent, she found holiness in ordinary acts done with great love. Her lesson endures. Small, sincere gestures of kindness have immense spiritual power and bring us closer to God. By exploring the lives of saints, we can draw practical lessons for modern life. Their stories continue to inspire believers and offer timeless wisdom for anyone seeking guidance. Symbols and iconography. One of the most captivating aspects of the saints' legacy is their visual language. The art of symbolism in Catholicism tells stories at a glance, from halos to flowers to tools of trade. Every symbol reveals something profound about the saints' virtues or martyrdom. Common saintly symbols and their meanings include lilies, purity and devotion, often seen with the Virgin Mary or Saint Joseph; doves representing peace and the Holy Spirit, seen in depictions of saints like Saint Scholastica; keys, the authority of faith, most notably held by Saint Peter; roses, associated with Saint Teresa of Lisieux, symbolizing her promise to let fall a shower of roses from heaven; animals, Saint Francis and Saint Anthony are often surrounded by animals, symbolizing harmony with God's creation. Iconography gives the saints a universal language that transcends words. It allows us to recognize virtue through color, shape, and symbol. By studying Catholic saints and their imagery, we gain deeper insight into the values they embodied and the faith traditions that keep their memory alive. Finding meaning in saints today. The lives of Catholic saints today continue to inspire believers. Their stories and symbols of faith remind us that holiness is alive in everyday acts of love, courage, and service. By reflecting on their examples, we discover new ways to live with devotion and compassion. Here are some ways their presence endures in modern life. Patron saints for everyday needs. People still turn to St. Jude for hope in hardship, St. Anthony for lost items, and St. Christopher for safe travels. These moments show how faith becomes part of daily life, turning ordinary experiences into opportunities for connection with the divine. Teaching the next generation. By learning about the saints' courage, kindness, and perseverance, children and teens discover role models who make holiness tangible and relevant in the modern world. Companions in prayer. Saints often serve as trusted intercessors, offering guidance and comfort through prayer. Many people use prayer cards featuring saints' images and prayers to focus their intentions, creating a tangible connection that strengthens their spiritual practice and sense of support in daily life. Inspiration for action. The saints' lives encourage believers to bring compassion into daily routines, whether by feeding the hungry, caring for the sick, or advocating for justice. Ultimately, the power of our saints continues to illuminate what it means to live faithfully in modern times. Their courage, humility, and compassion remain enduring symbols of faith, showing us how to navigate life with purpose and grace. About Journeys of Faith. At Journeys of Faith, our mission is to evangelize through Catholic media, bringing the truth of the Eucharist, the love of Mary, the example of the saints, and powerful testimonies into everyday life. We believe that by sharing these living treasures, we can help build one heart, one mind, one spirit, with one vision. Your support enables us to continue creating and distributing inspiring books, devotional items, and digital resources to deepen faith and renew hope. Please consider making a donation or exploring our collections today to support our work. Thank you, family, for listening to Super Saints Podcast. Happy Thanksgiving. Remember, we have Thanksgiving weekend sale at journeysoffaith.com. Be sure to click the link in the description for special news item, and since there is more to this article, finish reading and check out the special offer. Visit journeysoffaith.com website today.
It's your journey, but we won't make the trip alone, 'cause we know God will lead us home. It's our journey of faith. It's our